The method of identifying every part of the sentence and its position or placement is called sentence analysis. The knowledge of sentence analysis helps us not only in understanding the meanings of the sentences but also in writing the grammatically correct sentences. Therefore, to be good at writing skills, one should be good at sentence analysis. If we regularly analyze the sentences from the editorials from the leading national and international newspapers, we can definitely enhance the standard of our English language, including writing skills, to that of the language used in national and international newspapers. This is one such attempt. Take a look. This is the editorial which was published on September 24, 2024, Tuesday, in the Hindu newspaper. Politicizing the Laddu. Now let us analyze all the sentences in this editorial. Now coming to the grammatical analysis of every sentence in this editorial, it is like this. Let us see the heading first. Politicizing the Laddu. Politicizing is called gerund. The Laddu is called object. So this is in active gerund format. Politicizing, gerund, verb, and Laddu is the object. Coming to the next heading, the Tirupati Laddu issue should be limited to one of quality control. In this sentence, the Tirupati Laddu issue is called subject, should be limited is verb, which is in passive voice, to one of quality control is called prepositional phrase. Now let us go to the editorial. This editorial consists of 16 sentences. This editorial consists of 16 sentences. Now let us analyze all the 16 sentences sentence by sentence in this way. On the face of it, the allegations are rather serious. The adulteration of ghee used in the making of Tirupati's famed Laddu Prasadam with foreign fat. This is the first sentence. In this sentence, on the face of it is called prepositional phrase. It is to the left side of the subject. That's why there is a comma here. The allegations is called subject, are verb, and rather is adverb, serious is adjective. The adulteration of ghee, which is called appositive. The allegations subject, are verb, rather adverb, serious adjective. What are those allegations? The adulteration of ghee. So that the adulteration of ghee is called appositive. Used in the making of Tirupati's famed Laddu Prasadam. Used, this is called non-finite clause. ED2, past participle non-finite clause. Making of Tirupati's famed Laddu Prasadam is ing non-finite clause. So there are two non-finite clauses, used and making. With foreign fat is called prepositional phrase. Fine. So this is the analysis of the first sentence. Now let us go to the second sentence. Second sentence is quite longer. The charges were made by no less than Telugu Desam party leader and Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu himself and his son and Minister Nara Lokesh on September 18 against his predecessor and leader of the opposition Y.S. Jaganmohan Reddy of the Yuvajana Shramika Raitu Sangam Congress Party. This is the second sentence. Now here the charges is called subject. Were made is verb. It is in past tense passive voice. By no less than Telugu Desam party leader and Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu himself and his son Minister Nara Lokesh. It is called prepositional phrase. On September 18 is a prepositional phrase. Against his predecessor and leader of the opposition Y.S. Jaganmohan Reddy, prepositional phrase. Of the Yuvajana Shramika Raitu Congress Party, this is called prepositional phrase. So this is the analysis of the second sentence. So here the word which we find new word for some of us is predecessor. Predecessor meaning someone who had a job or position before someone else. This is the meaning of predecessor. Now let us go to the third sentence. Since then the issue has snowballed into a free-for-all with leaders of Mr. Naidu's central alliance partner, the Bharatiya Janata Party, seeking an independent investigation. This is the third sentence. In this sentence, since then is called adverb which indicates time. This is called time adverb. The issue is subject. Has snowballed, verb. Has snowballed is verb. Into a free-for-all prepositional phrase with leaders prepositional phrase of Mr. Naidu's central alliance partner, the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP prepositional phrase. Seeking an independent investigation is called ing non-finite clause. Now here snowballed is the new word for some of us. The meaning of snowballed is any problem, any issue, any idea which was small in the beginning but gradually, quickly it is becoming bigger and bigger and it is gaining lot of importance. That is the meaning of snowballed. This is the analysis of the third sentence. Now let us go to the fourth sentence. Fourth sentence also seems to be quite long. Fine. Former BJP MP Subramanian Swamy has even sought a Supreme Court monitored probe. Fine. This is not a very long sentence. It is a short sentence. Now here former BJP MP Subramanian Swamy is called subject. Has sought is verb. Between auxiliary verb and main verb we have inserted one adverb called even, which is allowed by grammar. Has even sought verb with adverb even between auxiliary verb has and main verb sought. A Supreme Court monitored probe is called object, which is a noun but it is called object according to sentence analysis. I repeat, former BJP MP Subramanian Swamy is called subject. Has even sought verb where even is called adverb. A Supreme Court monitored probe is called object, which is noun. It is functioning as an object here. Now let us go to the fifth sentence. Unsurprisingly, as the Hindu has reported, the adulteration charges do not seem to have deterred devotees from making the arduous journey to the hilltop temple, nor has it slowed down the sale of the laddus. This is the fifth sentence. Now here unsurprisingly is adverb which is to the left side. So that's why there is a comma here. Unsurprisingly is adverb. As the Hindu has reported is connecting clause. Unsurprisingly is adverb. As the Hindu has reported is connecting clause. The adulteration charges is the main subject. The adulteration charges is the main subject. Do not seem is the verb. Do not seem is the verb. To have deterred devotees, non-finite clause. To have deterred devotees is a non-finite clause belonging to infinitive category. From making the arduous journey, prepositional phrase, from making the arduous journey. Here making is gerund. So the combination of preposition plus noun is called a prepositional phrase. So making is called verbal noun gerund. So from making the arduous journey is prepositional phrase. And to the hilltop temple is again a prepositional phrase. Nor has it slowed down the sale of the laddus is connecting clause. Nor has it slowed down the sale of the laddus is called connecting clause. So this is the analysis of the fifth sentence. Now let us go to the analysis of the sixth sentence. This is the sixth sentence. The timing of these charges close to state elections where the BJP faces tough challenges to retain power in Haryana and Maharashtra raises concerns of their being politically motivated and indeed irresponsible, having been made by a constitutional authority of Andhra Pradesh. Wow. So this type of sentences can be found only in a paper like the Hindu. So it is one of the longest sentences in this editorial. Now let us analyze the timing of these charges. This is the subject. The timings of these charges is the subject, and when this is the subject, we have to search for the verb. Raises is the verb. The timing, since it is singular noun, so raises is in S form. The timing raises. Timing of what? Timing of these charges. So the timing of these charges raises concerns. The timing of these charges is the subject, raises is the verb. So between subject and verb, some other matter has been incorporated here. Close to state elections. This is called prepositional phrase. Where the BJP faces tough challenges, conjunction clause, connecting clause. To retain power in Haryana and Maharashtra, this is called to infinitive clause. To retain power in Haryana and Maharashtra. Now here raises is the main verb. Concerns object. Concerns object, which is noun in plural noun. Of their being politically motivated, again a non-finite clause. And indeed irresponsible, till here it is non-finite clause. Having been made by a constitutional authority of Andhra Pradesh is again a non-finite clause, because having been made is called a non-finite verb. I repeat this one. The timing of these charges subject, raises is the verb. Between subject and verb, some other matter is there. Close to state elections, prepositional phrase. Where the BJP faces tough challenges, connecting clause. To retain power in Haryana and Maharashtra, to infinitive clause. Raises is the verb. Concerns object, which is also a noun. Of their being politically motivated and indeed irresponsible is non-finite clause. Having been made by a constitutional authority of Andhra Pradesh also is a non-finite clause. Fine, so this is the end of the first paragraph of the editorial. Now let us go to the second paragraph. The first sentence here, this is the seventh sentence. In the quality test by the Center for Analysis and Learning in Livestock and Food, the short form is CAF, in Anand, Gujarat, National Dairy Development Board affiliated, the laddu samples were received on July 9 and the results submitted on July 16. This is the seventh sentence. Now let us analyze it. In the quality test by the Center for Analysis and Learning in Livestock and Food in Anand, Gujarat, the laddu samples were received on July 9 and the results submitted on July 16. Here, the laddu samples is called subject. The laddu samples is called subject. Now, before laddu samples, to the left side of the subject, in the quality test, prepositional phrase, by the center, prepositional phrase, for analysis and learning, prepositional phrase, in livestock and food, prepositional phrase, in Anand, prepositional phrase, in Anand, Gujarat, till here, prepositional phrase. So all these are prepositional phrases accommodated to the left side of the subject, the laddu samples. The laddu samples is the main subject. Were received is the main verb, which is in passive voice, past tense passive voice. On July, prepositional phrase, and the results submitted on July 16. Actually here were should be there, but it need not be mentioned. So because this were is enough. So and the results were submitted on July 16 is connecting clause. So the laddu samples subject, were received verb, on July 19 prepositional phrase, and the results were submitted on July 16 connecting clause. Within connecting clause we have one more prepositional phrase, on July 16. Now let us go to the 8th sentence. But Mr. Naidu announced its findings in September. So here the sentence begins with but. So some conservative traditional teachers differ with us, saying that you should not begin the sentence with and but. Such rules were there in the past, but they do not exist anymore. We can begin the sentence with conjunctions like but and. So here but is called conjunction. Mr. Naidu announced its findings in September. This is the sentence. Here Mr. Naidu is called subject. That is Mr. Chandrababu Naidu is subject. Announced is verb. Its findings object. Its findings is called object. In September it's called prepositional phrase. Quite simple sentence. Now ninth one. Moreover, the analysis mentions a range of what it considers to be foreign fat from soybean, olive, sunflower, rapeseed and cottonseed to fish oil, palm oil and beef tallow and lard. Now according to the ninth sentence, the analysis is like this. Moreover is called adverb, which is used to put emphasis. It gives you the meaning of above all. Moreover, you are trying to highlight something. Moreover, which is to the left side of the subject, therefore there is a comma. The analysis subject, analysis is singular noun, so therefore verb is in S form. The analysis subject mentions verb. A range is called object. A range is called object of what it considers to be foreign fat, or what it considers to be foreign fat is called connecting clause, which is written in the form of a cleft sentence of what it considers to be foreign fat. From soybean, olive, sunflower, rapeseed and cottonseed to fish oil, palm oil and beef tallow lard. This is nothing but prepositional phrase. One word from has been used and all these items. Then to fish oil from beginning to ending. That is from soybean, olive, sunflower, rapeseed and cottonseed to fish oil, palm oil, beef tallow and lard. So beginning and ending, this is prepositional phrase from. This is prepositional phrase to fish oil, palm oil and beef tallow and lard. This is the analysis of the ninth sentence. Now 10th sentence. The extent of the contamination in the ghee which was sent by the Tamil Nadu based supplier AR Dairy in Dundigal is unclear. Now here also we find the sentence where subject and verb have been divided. Between subject and verb some other matter has been incorporated. Now here the extent of the contamination is called subject. The extent of the contamination is called subject. Is verb. Is called verb. The extent of the contamination is unclear. This is the actual main sentence. The extent of the contamination is unclear. Extent of the contamination subject. Is the verb. Unclear is adjective. So what did the editor do, the person who wrote the editorial? Between subject and verb they added some other matter. The extent of the contamination in the ghee which was sent by the Tamil Nadu based supplier AR Dairy in Dindigal. In the ghee is called prepositional phrase, which is allowed. We can keep a prepositional phrase between subject and verb. In the ghee is a prepositional phrase. Which was sent by the Tamil Nadu based supplier is a clause. It is a connecting clause. So connecting clause in passive voice, which was sent by the Tamil Nadu based supplier AR Dairy in Dundigal. So from which till Dundigal it is connecting clause. And within connecting clause again by the Tamil Nadu based supplier AR Dairy is a prepositional phrase. In Dundigal also is a prepositional phrase. Now let us go to the 10th sentence. The calf has also added an array of caveats. So here the calf is called subject. Calf is the abbreviation for a Gujarat based organization which we saw earlier in the first paragraph. The calf is the subject. Has added. So has added is the verb. Here also is adverb, which is allowed. You can keep an adverb between an auxiliary verb and an action verb. Has also added is the verb. An array of caveats is called object. Array meaning large number of. Array meaning large number of. And caveats meaning a warning which is given to somebody before he does something. For example, if you are planning to drive the car at slow speed, if it is in India, you be to the extreme left side of the road but not to the right side. So that type of instruction is called caveat. Caveat meaning a warning which you give to somebody before he does something. Array meaning large number of. So the kaf is called subject, has also added is verb, where also is adverb. An array of caveats is object. Now coming to the 12th sentence. The apex body for food quality checks is the Ghaziabad based National Food Laboratory NFL. Apex meaning highest. The highest body for food quality checks is the Ghaziabad based National Food Laboratory. Here the apex body for food quality checks is called subject. It is a long subject, compound subject. The apex body for food quality checks. If you observe the subject carefully, the apex body is the subject. For food quality checks is prepositional phrase. Put together it is subject. Is called verb. The Ghazia based National Food Laboratory is called complement. According to the language of the sentence analysis, we can simply call it a noun. The Ghaziabad based National Food Laboratory is called noun. So here Ghaziabad based is a compound word. Gujarat based, Kurnool based, Hyderabad based, violence based, action based, like this. Based meaning consisting of in large amount. So it is located in Ghaziabad. Here the meaning of Ghaziabad based meaning it is located in Ghaziabad, the apex body for food quality checks. Now next one, 13th sentence. So why did the state government not send the samples to the NFL for final verification? This is the question put by the editorial. So here also we are beginning the sentence with so. Earlier we saw one sentence beginning with but. So is called conjunction, comma. Why did the state government not send these samples to the NFL for final verification? This is a WH question which is in simple past form. So here the state government is called subject. The state government is called subject. Did not send is verb. The samples object to the NFL prepositional phrase. For final verification prepositional phrase. I repeat, the state government is called subject. Did not send is verb. The samples object, which is also a noun, to the NFL prepositional phrase. For final verification prepositional phrase. And why is functioning as an adverb. Here it is not a connector, it is an adverb because we are using it to put the question. Now next sentence, 14th one. It is to be noted that on July 29, an executive officer of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams had said that AR dairy would be blacklisted as its samples had contaminants beyond vegetable oil. This is the 14th sentence. Here it is called subject. Is the verb. This is in passive voice. This is to infinitive in passive voice. It is to be noted. It subject is verb. To be noted. To be noted is to infinitive clause. To be noted is to infinitive clause, which is also called non-finite clause. That on July 29, an executive officer of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams had said, connecting clause 1, that on July 29, an executive officer of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams had said, connecting clause 1, that AR dairy would be blacklisted, connecting clause 2, as its samples had contaminants beyond vegetable oil is connecting clause 3. So there are continuously 3 connecting clauses here. So this is the analysis of 14th sentence. Now let us go to the 15th sentence. In the wake of this controversy, the argument from the Hindutva right to remove temple administration, including TTD, Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, from the state's purview and return it to the hereditary custodians is opportunistic and faulty, as the Supreme Court has upheld the Hindu religious and charitable endowments laws across states. This is the 15th sentence. Now, in the wake of this controversy, prepositional phrase. In the wake, prepositional phrase. Of this controversy, prepositional phrase. The argument from the Hindutva right to remove temple administration, including the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, from the state's purview and return it to hereditary custodians. Till here it is the subject, and is called verb. So the argument, actual subject is argument. You read like this: the argument is opportunistic and faulty. This is the actual sentence. This is the main sentence. The argument is opportunistic and faulty. The argument is the subject, is verb, opportunistic adjective, faulty adjective. Now what is the argument? To give more information about argument, the sub-editor has included some more matter between subject and verb like this. The argument from the Hindutva right prepositional phrase, from the Hindutva right prepositional phrase, to remove temple administration non-finite clause, to infinitive clause, including the TTD prepositional phrase, from the state's purview prepositional phrase, and return it to hereditary custodians connecting clause. I repeat, the argument subject from the Hindutva right prepositional phrase, to remove temple administration, to infinitive clause, non-finite clause, including TTD prepositional phrase, from the state's purview prepositional phrase, and return it to hereditary custodians connecting clause. Is the verb, opportunistic adjective, faulty adjective. As the Supreme Court has upheld the Hindutva religious and charitable endowments laws across the state, is another connecting clause beginning with the conjunction as. So this is the analysis of the 15th sentence. Now 16th and the last sentence. An issue that must be limited to quality control should not be allowed to metamorphose into one of communal muckraking. So here an issue is the subject. An issue is the subject. Should not be allowed is the verb. An issue is the main subject. Should not be allowed is the main verb. An issue should not be allowed. What is that issue? To know, to put more information about issue, some more matter has been added here. An issue that must be limited to quality control. So that must be limited to quality control is called clause, which is in passive voice. Must be limited is in passive voice. An issue is the subject. That must be limited to quality control is called clause. Within the clause, to quality control is called prepositional phrase. Should not be allowed is the main verb, which is in passive voice. To metamorphose into one of communal muckraking is called to infinitive clause, which is also called non-finite clause. To metamorphose is a non-finite verb, to plus base form of the verb to infinitive. To metamorphose into one of communal muckraking. And within this non-finite clause, again, into one of communal muckraking is called prepositional phrase. Fine. So this is the analysis, sentence by sentence analysis of the editorial Politicizing the Laddu published in the Hindu newspaper. So let us remember that to improve our writing skills, first we have to learn how to analyze the sentences published, used in the editorials and other articles. So this is the sentence by sentence analysis of the editorial. To improve our writing skills, it is mandatory to learn sentence analysis. Keep practicing. Thank you. Read the sentences loudly, clearly, repeatedly to train the tongue. Understand the situation and the sentence structure clearly. Always make own examples to improve your spontaneity and fluency. But never do grammar exercises. They don't improve our communication skills. Thank you. Keep learning English language. Have a great time.